Alright guys, and welcome back to the Saints View, the channel for Southampton content for our match preview ahead of Saturday's home game with local neighbours Bournemouth. Now, to start off with, let's just have a little run through our last game, which was Tuesday night's draw at Watford. Disappointing in the end that we couldn't pick up all 3 points because we literally led for the entirety of the game. Yes, that is right, Shane Long breaking the record for fastest Premier League goal at 7.69 seconds. It's ridiculous. I still can't really believe it that you can score that quickly, and that it was a Southampton player that broke the record. So we've now got Southampton players who've broken the record for fastest hat-trick and quickest goal. So that's another plaudit for us, I guess. But like I say, disappointing. But in the end, we would have all taken a point. We played brilliantly, and we just need to use that on Saturday. There's a perfect reaction from the awful performance at Newcastle, and technically we still need another win to make sure we are safe, or to get a point and hope that Cardiff drop points at Fulham. So either or, so it is pretty much sorted, but it's not mathematically done yet. However, Bournemouth, as an outsider, they've had a very inconsistent season, very up and down for them. They've recently surpassed the 40-point mark, so obviously they've been safe for a while now, really. But they've been, like I said, so inconsistent. 1 week they can go and beat Brighton 5-0. I still can't really get over that result. 5-0 at the Amex. And then the next week they lose to an already relegated Fulham at home. It's just a joke, and I'm sure it's even more frustrating for the actual Bournemouth fans. But I do like these games, actually, against Bournemouth. It's got a little bit of spice to it. Obviously it's not a derby, which is being promoted as, but I remember, might have been last season or a season before, Eddie Howe did say the longer that Bournemouth and Southampton are in the Premier League together, the more sort of intense the rivalry will get, and I kind of agree with him. I do, because let's be honest, it's not going to be too soon when we're going to be playing Pompey. I think they've still got another couple of years till they reach the level we're at, in all honesty. So if they want a rivalry, that's fine. It's not a derby, and I don't think it ever will be. But the fixture has a lot of spice to it, definitely more so than it did at the beginning of Bournemouth's Premier League life, I guess, back in the 15-16 season. They think it's a derby. Of course, we've all gone through that whole cliche about how Bournemouth fans think it's a derby, calling us scummers and all that. And I mean, it's funny. Let's give them that, because they don't have a rival. We feel a little bit sorry for them. They don't have a derby, so if this is their derby for them, they can have it, as long as we win, of course. But they're a funny bunch of fans. I like Bournemouth as a club. I think to still be in the Premier League is a really good achievement from them. But I think they should have kicked on by now, surely. For the size of the club, what they're doing and what Eddie Howe's done is incredible. And they've got some really good players, actually. I think Callum Wilson's a really good striker. Fraser's gone under the radar a little bit, obviously linked with Arsenal though recently. And I can see both of them going, as well as Eddie Howe, potentially. He's been linked with the Chelsea job if Sarri is to go and be sacked. And then that'll be Bournemouth's core, gone. And I don't really know what sort of manager they can attract. So that'll be really interesting for them. Obviously they're on the beach now, literally. And we still do need the result to confirm safety, and then hopefully we can have a party atmosphere at St Mary's on the Saturday, as well as at West Ham, and then the Huddersfield game on the last day of the season. But I do think we're going to be winning this one. But ironically, it is exactly a year since we last played them at home, which was obviously that very famous 2-1 win at St Mary's under Mark Hughes, to really give us a big boost in the quest for survival last season. We looked at the fixture list and thought, oh god, we might be having to fight for survival again, because Bournemouth is the same week. And technically we kind of are, but it's not as dire a situation, let's put it that way. So like I say, I expect us to win this one. I think at the moment we are a better team, we're in the better form. Yes, they've got more points, but I think this is going to be the last season where they finish above us, and that we can still overtake them if we play our cards right for the rest of the season and they've sort of stay behind a little bit. But I do think this will be the last season where, if they do finish above us this season, it will be the last time for at least a season. I do think we'll have a better summer, or if we don't have the better summer, we'll have the better season next year if Hasenhüttl stays, and I'm sure he will be staying. So to wrap it all up, I'm going to go with a score prediction of... I'm actually confident for this one. I don't know why. And you can laugh at me if we draw or lose this one, but I'm going to go for a really, really confident 3-0. I don't know what it is in me, but Hasenhüttl's just brought back positivity again. So I'm going to go for a 3-0 win. Danny Ings is going to get a goal against his former loan side, and hopefully I want it to be a party atmosphere on St Mary's on Saturday. Hopefully the sun's shining, we can all enjoy ourselves and be merry and see Saints confirm safety. So thank you very much for watching. Leave your score predictions in the comments below. Remember to like the video if you have enjoyed it, subscribe if you haven't yet already, and we will see you on Saturday.